Hey guys, welcome back to D&D with Filthy and Friends. Quick recap of last episode. What did we do last episode? Oh right, we
Made some gold.
made some gold, sold some things to a wizard, robbed a constable, followed up on some leads, and the leads were basically, if you'd done this timely, this would have been relevant. It's not now, so go away. That's basically what all the NPCs told us. Other than that, not a whole lot, really. So here we are. We're back in the water cult.
Chakolth had like 7 opportunities to play pranks on other party members.
Was anyone harmed in the pranking of these party members?
No party members were harmed in the making of this story.
I ended up with a sign for my store.
Thaddeus's
very
horse and I perhaps have lost
suspicious.
reputation relative to each other, but maybe not. It's tough to say. Yeah, no, we learned some stuff. My patron has said some words to me in the first time, which is kind of an interesting development. It's up till now, my patron only has talked to Tim and Thaddeus. So I'm glad that it is now communicating with me. It's exciting. But we've decided...
Do you have any question why that would be? I mean, given the opportunity to talk to one of us or you, really. Carry on. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Sure. Insults aside, though, I am excited to have that experience. So, yeah. I assume that it began by looking at the people around me, and it tried just, who it saw. It saw you, and it saw Tim, and after that, it was like, fuck. It took a long time before it reached out again. And now it's like, I'll stay a little closer to home. And it probably didn't want to burn that bridge. Imagine if you found out you were permanently embedded in someone, and that someone was a fucking asshole. Like, probably it was worried about making that leap. That's my guess here. So now that it's found out that it's just me, Chakolth, it's fine. It's good. We're on good terms. I'm just going to feed it the blood of innocence.
Yeah, I'm sure it's super happy.
Yeah.
I've got a feeling that this entire campaign is going to end with Thaddeus and Chakolth like battling over your soul, and
It would be a good parallel. Tim and I have already fought.
it probably going to be a 1 hit point fight, though.
So is theirs,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yep.
No, I'm saying it would not be.
It's
Probably.
just talking about dramatic arc. It's there.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to explore 20. So we're going to look down this corridor. We're going to head west down this corridor. We'd like to
While
use
we're
Tim's
going,
bird, but I think you broke Steve, so I don't know who's piloting the bird right now.
So who's
My character in game is, by the way, very preoccupied that I wasn't able to. I'm simultaneously disappointed that I wasn't able to close the deal on the bone finger, and simultaneously disappointed that I wasn't able to push the rocks. And I feel like I might have screwed myself by trying to push the rocks at the same time as the bone finger.
Yeah.
So my
Okay.
character is very in his own head about that.
So the
second
bit is
guessing
solved.
the rock?
Like,
Second
yeah.
guessing the rocks. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys travel for about half an hour down this passageway, and there's a strange there's like a storm of energy that goes down the corridor, and there are it's almost like there are bolts of lightning in a timed fashion. So it sort of goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it goes all the way down like 10, and there's like 10 bolts of lightning in this sort of gauntlet of.
And is this like a lighting effect? Like things are being lit down the corridor, like a row of lights turning on in sequence? Or is this...
It's just like it's a long 5-foot wide corridor, and these bolts of lightning are taking up the whole space between them. And this was not here last time you scouted this tunnel. This seems to have been put in place since then.
Okay, let's go back downstairs. You want to run through a bolt of lightning set to deter people from entering? I mean, I suppose we could, but I'd prefer not to.
I'm not interested.
All right, then
If
I'll...
I can't kill it, I don't want to fiddle with it. No.
Right. Well, yeah, I don't... I mean, it feels like clearly it's going to hurt us. Clearly we don't want to take bolts of lightning that take 5-foot wide bolts of lightning that we have to travel through. So, all right, we'll head back down unless we do. I don't want to scout north right now. My suspicion is that leads to Barbecue Cult, and we want to go west to the Spire.
Nope, north is going to lead to Dirt Cult, probably.
Okay. Well, I think then 28 is where we want to head, though. So Objections, thoughts? None of the above? Okay, 28
Sounds
is. We'll get back in the boats. We pay particular attention to the fact that the water was moving. We don't want to be surprised by that. But we do want to bring the boats up through to 21 and to 28 again.
Okay. So you guys end up here. Oh, there we go. Back at the stairs at 28.
Okay. We're going to head down the stairs.
Okay. These tokens are all updated to the max, right?
Yes.
They look like they got full health and everything. That's good. I can just copy these. So we're going down to here. Down to here. Where we shall magically bring our party. There we go.
Okay. I think we're moving to, if you want to grab them all as a group, I think we're moving to the worm of endless retelling, 1.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
What's the matter?
There's 2 Tims.
There's 2 what?
There's 2 Tims. What's happened?
The world has broken. No, it's fine.
Oh, hey.
Are there? Where's the other one?
Don't worry about it.
Up at 18, I am, and you're
Oh, shit.
19.
Just ignore the other one.
I know, right? So,
Don't do that to me, Thaddeus.
Yep.
Okay, so Bane of the Eye. We're going to Wormstairs. Goes up to.
to ready to Flappy Call right now, right? That's the goal. So we'll take the stairs of the Worm of Endless Retelling.
If that's up, or we jump. No.
Can we
those
go
are
over the
things-
logistics of this room again?
You're gonna make filthy
Well,
killings.
How large does a worm have to be before it starts having a skeleton?
Yeah.
So a little worm doesn't have a skeleton.
Are we gonna talk about evolution?
Pretty big.
These are the questions that people just pop up on people's minds when they enter this room. There's something subtle and powerful about this room.
You know how many YouTube comments Filthy gets about how the logistics of this room, the size of this worm? That's what
Okay, so it
viewers
takes
wanna
you
know.
another hour to get here. You arrive in number 1.
Oh my god, it's time for sleep again already.
The skeleton of giant worm is fused to the side of this long tunnel, disappearing into a nearly vertical tunnel 50 feet above the floor. Wooden steps have been lashed to the bones, creating a makeshift staircase. Several odd backpacks lie, which you guys have already looted.
We got our balloon packs.
Yep.
So you can see that the stairway leading up has been destroyed, and there's it's going to be a lot harder for you guys to get up there. What do you want to do to try and circumvent the fact that you can't just walk up there?
Maybe we take the elevator. The stairs don't work. Is it elevator time?
That's gonna be the barbecue cult.
Well,
Can I sneak up on Chakolth and try to pull his ripcord on his balloon backpack?
I think it's more.
If you really, really want to.
Yeah,
Do I see this
do.
happening?
It's like it's
Really,
just a
really
prank. It's just a prank, yeah. A little lighthearted, just give a little comeuppance for.
So
Give us
yeah.
a stealth roll, Dolphin.
Yeah, give us a stealth roll, Dolphin.
And you're
Okay.
wearing a half plate, so it's a disadvantage.
You say so. I saw roll twice.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
All right. I see what he. Go on. You probably see him first. You have one more perception. I think you saw him first.
I see him, and I figure, there's no way that this guy is going to trick Chakolth into letting him activate his balloon thing. So I sneak up behind Chakolth from the other side to try to pull his balloon
These
thing.
are one-use consumables. Let's not be too worried about this. All right.
Well, it's your consumable, not mine.
Sure. Sure.
You roll stealth, Tim?
Are these one use?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
At disadvantage, I think, surely.
Nope. All right. So I.
Passive perception?
No, you don't get to roll perception twice. Your same perception of 15 applies to his 16.
Why?
So you don't see Tim.
That
Why?
sounds
Why
good
do you
to
get
me.
to look twice?
Because his response to he based
Yeah.
on Dolphin's
still having the
action
same
decided to do
If
something.
I'm arguing
Okay,
for
whatever. Sure,
Filthy,
sure, sure.
I'd
I
say
don't
there's
give a
two-
shit. Just let me know what we're doing with this. So one way or the other.
I don't know. What are you guys doing? So you definitely see Dolphin creeping up on you, and you see Tim noticing Dolphin, and then you just sort of your gaze gets drawn toward Dolphin rather than Tim, and you don't see him creeping up
Are
on
there?
you.
It's above us. This right? Are there any pits nearby?
No.
2.
No pits. Okay.
2 is a pit.
2 is okay. If you consider that nearby, Thaddeus, that's like 90 foot, 60 foot away.
Are we gonna talk about the room size again? This is perfect.
All right. All right. So whatever. I guess if I only can roll for the once, I guess whatever Tim wants to do with that, I certainly don't see it, so it's fine. So what's happening with that?
I'm stealthily behind you.
All right.
That's it.
Okay. So now that we've got that out of our
Is
system,
Dolphin trying to pull your balloon thing?
I don't know. I see him. I'm like, good one.
You see Dolphin, yeah.
I failed apparently. If he noticed me, I'm not gonna be able to.
All right. So how do we want to get up this staircase?
I'm glad you're in charge.
Yeah. Thaddeus,
This is
go ahead
great.
and begin.
Let's
Propose
this-
the perfect solution. but
Begin
you got
scaling
me,
this.
so.
We will provide support from the ground, Thaddeus.
I'm less glad you're in charge.
My thought here is this has been fortified because it's clearly in response to us being here. This seems like a pretty dangerous thing to be doing. We have our rope of climbing that can help support us, but this is still going to be headed up a nearly vertical death staircase. Yeah. So I guess I don't, this isn't a dictatorship in the sense I do want opinions, like an input here. So I would be okay headed back to the elevator and using that. That seems a little bit harder for them to have broken. I feel like it's magic that predates them and they probably can't just shut the elevator down, but maybe they can. But
My worry is that that's the wrong cult.
so you'd like to risk this here?
No, I'm starting to wonder whether we have to go to the spire above ground. Because if we go up the elevator, we're going to the fire cult.
Can I use that same perception roll that I'm not allowed to re-roll, Adam, to take a look if there's anything up the shaft of this worm?
Yeah.
Sure.
So you rolled a 20, so you can see
15, I think.
it's about 80 to 100 foot away is where the stairs continue, so that you have that much of a gap between you. What else are you trying to look for?
I want to see if there's anyone watching. Like, okay, they've clearly messed with this. Is there someone on watch or someone doing something or a visible? Or
It's too dark to tell.
you want to send an owl up there, Tim?
Sure.
All right.
What happens if I send an owl up there?
Okay. Let's see. You want to roll perception?
Owl perception?
Yeah, not yours. And you guys, he gets up to here. Okay. 2 seconds. Yeah, so you end up in a large unlit room. Well, sorry, it was unlit. You can see there's, so the owl can see there are torches now on this what used to be the unlit room. It turned up here before. There is the only feature within this room is a large hole in the floor, and the skeletal head of a great worm is coming out of it. There's no creatures or people in this room keeping watch. Yeah.
And
Okay.
there's doors out of it, or it's just a shut room?
There is a door to the west.
Okay, so when you could
Well, like a hallway, not a door.
hallway, right? You can exit that room. It's not just a wormhead hole.
Let's get
Absolutely.
our rope of climbing and do this then. If there's no one there now, we're here. It's a little bit more dangerous. We have some assistance with the rope. We have our balloon packs. I checked that mine's still intact. Has anyone snuck up in the meantime and used it?
How far is the fall if we fall from the top there?
He said 80 to 100, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's
All right,
from where
I'll
the
probably survive that.
stairs restart.
Okay.
So how far does this rope of climbing give you?
60 foot, I believe.
Okay. So what are you
Wouldn't
going to
it
do to get up?
Up, though?
Yeah. We can move
Can
it
it,
up as
like,
we go.
levitate?
No,
So it can go up.
I think it climbs like a snake. Like it just can climb up on its own. It does it fairly slowly. But we could, for example, get like midway up and reposition the thing if we wanted.
Okay.
Are we all just
So-
lashed onto the rope at the time as it's crawling up?
No, I don't think it can pull us up. I think.
Well, that's the thing. If we're like all on it and it's like halfway up, and then it has to reposition itself
gonna
another
have to
halfway
find-
up, then
Right.
that would work,
But-
right?
Well, you could. I mean, this is just climbing, right? So you climb up on. So you let that rope climb itself up. Then you use that as your thing that you kind of climb up, and then you tie yourself to the structure. Let the rope climb up again. Tie yourself back to the rope and climb up.
All right, assuming there are like ledges and stuff that we can.
Yeah, well, they said there's a staircase.
Hang
The
on.
staircase has been
Yeah, yeah,
damaged,
yeah,
but
that
there's
makes
still
sense.
bones and
Sure.
stuff we can sit on, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And we've got pitons that we can drive into the wall and
Yeah.
suspend from.
And I
Sure,
just
that
before
makes
we do
sense.
that, I'd just like to test the piton into the worm skeleton now. Does it just like crumble to dust as we do that, or does it seem to like get a?
It seems to get a good hit.
Okay. All right. So let's try that. Thaddeus, you want to take
Okay,
the
so
lead?
is it just so you whip the rope out and what do you do then?
Okay, the rope climbs on its own. That's what it does. So it climbs up and secures itself 60 foot up from us, and then it actually forms footholds in the rope to make the climbing easier. So the rope of climbing does. We have a rope of climbing, right? I'm not misremembering buying this.
we
one,
do.
you
but-
definitely
yeah,
do.
okay.
That, yeah.
Then
By the way, I'm amazed by this magical rope.
yeah, that's
Hell of a rope.
sure. Yeah, it really is. Do we want to name
Yeah.
the rope? Well, think about that as we climb it. Well, maybe we name
Robert.
it based on its performance. Robert. Yeah, it could be
I don't
Robert.
think it has like I think its performance is just it's always the same, right?
Yeah.
It does what it's supposed to do.
Is it a willing creature?
It's not a
No.
creature.
We have to roll to climb it still, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so who's first?
That is a fair number.
I'll go first because I'm excited about the rope.
How are we doing this so that falls on?
Sure. Go for it.
This is being heavily discouraged. I'm open to discussion, but my inclination is that's
Yeah.
a cool ass rope. I want to go jump on that rope and let's see what happens.
So
Absolutely.
climbing in this game is just a series of rolls before you die.
Attempts to die.
Yeah, it really is like there's no the system for climbing in this game is not sensible. So every 10 foot or so you're going to make a check against it. And you're going to have
Well,
advantage.
So I have to make 10 checks just to be clear.
Let's be clear also that Filthy and I have done a fair amount of real life climbing, and so I never check every 10 feet to see if I'm going to fall and die, but not in real life anyhow. So I'm not sure about this.
Well, okay, so let's
So
do what we can
hypothetically, if I'm first, I have to roll 10 times.
successfully. Yeah. So what we're going to do is
Um,
something slightly different. We're not just going to so I think we do ropes, we do pitons as we do this. We also attach ourselves fairly regularly to basically some sort of fall rope that's going to connect us to this main rope. If we fall, then we're falling against that as opposed to just falling into open air. I don't want to do this with no I basically want to be on belay as I'm fucking doing this in all intents and purposes. I want a rope that I'm happy to move it as I go up every 10 foot or something. I'm happy to move an attaching rope with this. I understand it might take a little bit longer, but I don't want to be ever just my skill test against falling against this shaft, basically.
What I'm hearing you say is that if you fall, you don't want to fall all the way to the ground. If you're 80 feet up, you want to be
Right.
falling 10, 20 feet attached to the rope,
Yeah.
and whatever repercussions that have, but you're not planning on
Right.
falling all the way down. Okay.
Okay. Is anyone going to assist Chakolth in setting
I
up
was-
this safety system?
I was thinking that I should maybe be the climber because athletics is the way you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
and
you
I
can't.
don't-
Go on. Sorry.
So I just thought I might be the main climber.
The more and more I hear them talk about this in character, the more and more I'm totally satisfied not being the first to climb when I realize how much work it takes.
Do you want to also give him guidance for these? That would be really good.
Yeah.
For us.
Oh, I'm totally happy to do that. Absolutely. Just a
Okay.
little guidance.
And the rope gives what? Advantage?
Yeah. Rope gives advantage.
So it sounds like I could climb 20 feet, pound in a spike, tie myself off to the spike, climb 10, pound 1, climb 10, pound 1, and then that folks could follow me. Would I go all the way to the top then and just lower a full rope then?
We'd
If
still
that's
have to
what you
climb
wanna
the full
do.
rope, wouldn't we? Or are you pulling the full rope with all of us one at a time? Do we still
Well,
have to
that's-
make
No,
climb checks?
I guess my thought is if you go to the top, okay, I don't know that we're any safer, those of us climbing up as you're at the top, than we are for all on this. I feel like we have an emergency get the fuck out of, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. We have the emergency get out of jail free card, right, with the balloon packs. I'm not sure that you being up top first matters one way or the other.
Except I could potentially even haul you up.
Okay, sure. That's the logic. Sure, there's something there to be said about you having something you on firm ground, being able to help with that. Sure, yeah, I'm okay with that.
If nothing else, then as you're climbing, I'm belaying from the top instead of from each pin all the way up.
Okay. All right, so we'll do that.
Okay, so I guess we'll have Kevin make a couple of climb checks.
Okay, so that's athletics at advantage.
Mm-hmm.
With guidance.
Yeah.
What's
so the first
guidance at?
one has guidance. right?
I'll share guidance, yeah. Just it's once.
Yeah, you can just cast
Oh.
it again and again and again, though. So.
I can only when I touch him. So
Oh,
I
it's
assume
touch.
he's-
Right. Okay, fair.
Yeah.
So
So good
it's-
luck send off maybe.
So it's on the one I fail, I get to use it?
Yeah, basically you can use it.
Before or after
On
making
one
the
roll
ability
of
check.
my
Yeah,
check.
Yeah.
yeah, it says right in there you can use it after. So the one you
Yeah.
fail. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So,
17.
do I get a sense of the DC on this? What am I?
So far, so good. Everything's going okay. We'll have you make another one. We'll say it is 15 or higher.
Jesus, 15
Okay.
or higher?
So you're not falling, you're not failing. You're just struggling to kind of keep pulling yourself up. It's taking you a little bit longer to sort of get your grip.
We're not.
Want to make another roll?
It forms handholds in there, so it's not like you're doing the motion like we're scaling a rope. We're not. It has handholds in it. That's what it
Sure.
does. It forms in. Okay.
Yeah, but he gets advantage, right, which is what he's rolling at.
Sure.
And he's just maybe struggling to grab the handholds that the rope's producing. If you want to try once more, and we'll see if anything happens, if you fall or if you make it. Yeah, so you crit that, that's fine. You get all the way up to the top. You find there's a piece of the stairway that's very intact and is wedged, and you can tell that it's been built correctly, and you can kind of sit there and dangle or do whatever you want to do with you're going to dangle a rope right to pull the other guys up. Is that what you're going to do, or?
Yep, I'm gonna lower a rope down so that they can lash to it. So while they're climbing, I can assist.
Okay.
So I'm going to. They can still make rolls, but I'm going to be using my strength to pull them so that they. I
can still take.
advantage.
I can still take flight. Haven't used that detect magic yet, or that dispel magic. That's a level 3 spell. You guys want flight?
No,
Seems super gamey. It's a bit too gamey.
no, we've already got me up here. It would be super hard to fall with me holding you.
All right,
You might as well climb and let me assist.
I'll go next.
Okay, so Thaddeus gets to the top. You guys all watch him, and then everyone else, as they make, they'll get advantage, and then they'll get +2.
Okay. Can we all just make the rolls?
Sure.
The rolls at advantage?
3, you said. Okay.
+2 to each of you because Kevin's helping. Well, Thaddeus is helping pull up.
Oh, it's strength save. Sorry.
Okay.
Well, Tim did it super easy.
So I had.
So Tim pulls himself up 10 or 20 feet.
Because Tim's
and then
cheating. It's
sort of
athletics, not acrobatics.
Swings himself from side to side, and then.
Oh, is it athletics?
It's athletics, not acrobatics.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, well, is that not the same role for you though?
Nope.
Oh, strength versus dex.
It's very.
How do I roll it at advantage?
At the top of
You
your
can roll
sheet.
it twice, or you can. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Thanks. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
And we're doing acrobatics,
Yes.
or we can.
No, it's
Apparently,
athletics. It's athletics
athletics.
for climbing.
Athletics.
Yep. In this
Okay.
game, there's no dexterity in climbing. It's all strength.
So Chakolth gets 18, then 14, and then obviously that's one roll, so you get 18. You get a 5.
Yeah.
And you get an 18. Okay, so the first sort of bit is easy. As you're struggling through the middle of it, you can feel that is sort of pulling your weight a bit more and it's helping you up, and then you make it to the top.
Great.
Kind of the same kind of thing with Dolphidius. It's except at the end of it is the hardest part. And then if you want to roll yours, I guess you
For Tim.
need to re-roll yours, Steve.
Oh, you can just use the same dice rolls. I'm not gonna change the dice rolls, am I?
So
Right.
what's the modifier instead? Is it
Minus
still
1.
+8? Okay, so yeah, they're fine. Yeah, There's a bit where Tim literally jumps off the rope, kicks off one of the walls, kicks off another one of the walls, and then just like pirouettes up onto the top. Almost Bladesinger, but not quite.
Okay. Cool. Well, the worm didn't claim us yet. I'm excited. So we'll head through into the corridor if we can.
So you guys get to.
Do you want to scout with the owl at all, Tim?
Oh, sorry, hang on. Yeah, you guys are still on the stairs. Right.
Aren't we only halfway up?
Oh, only halfway up. Then we want to do this again, I guess.
Well,
Nope.
So okay,
No,
so
it's
now you're up
stairs
the
now.
other set of stairs that are functional.
Ah.
The other half below you was the bit that was destroyed.
Okay, so we want to
Right, so we
reclaim
can
our
just walk up
ropes
the stairs.
and walk up the stairs. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna say we're now at what? I guess 6 p.m. Station hour or so. Let's get the stairs. You guys get to here.
Exciting. Ooh.
So this is the room I described with the snake.
Your mic just did that thing at him.
Can you see the bit where you guys are stood? That's like
Yep.
the head of the worm.
Cool.
So if you just like, you can see, there you go. There's like the mouth, and you guys sort of come out of that mouth into this room.
It's one way
Do
to do a
the teeth
staircase.
look valuable?
At this point,
You roll survival.
you just got 6,500 for the last fucking tooth.
They're very, very old,
Yeah, take
but
all
they're
the teeth.
they're in good condition.
I'd like to harvest a couple of them.
Okay, you can have 2 ancient worm teeth.
Kevin's
Did
turn.
we lose
I like
Kevin?
this.
Yeah.
Kevin?
You guys can rotate. We'll go Adam's mic problem. Steve will freeze, and then Kevin will reboot. And Dolphin, you have
Set
no.
up some balloons.
You gotta figure out how to get on board with this.
I got the open mic a second ago, earlier.
It's true. And I'll try to lose the recording or something to really do my part. I just got a text from Kevin. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be just rebooting. Yep. Okay, so maybe we can do Tim's harvesting if he needs to do any rolls for that. He got the survival roll. Does he have to do anything past
No,
that?
that roll I think is enough to allow him to gather 2. If he wants to gather more, he's going to have to do it again.
Okay.
I'd do some owl scouting while Kevin's.
Can we harvest
But
the hair of that worm? I wasn't realizing though how hairy this worm was until we were up there.
Yeah. A little
Pretty
worm,
gross.
so it's got to be rare.
You can roll survival to try and do that.
No,
Where's the
okay.
owl going, Steve?
Oh, Kevin's back. We'll just follow Kevin instead.
What?
Doesn't cost gold to resummon Kevin.
It's true.
I mean, that's debatable. If he dies.
Thaddeus,
might
we're
cost
scouting.
gold.
Before we
Are
can
we?
rest, we need to scout.
Guess I should mage armor. All right.
Is that how it works?
What?
Before you can rest and you scout?
Yeah. You think we're close enough to combat that a darkness spell is reasonable? Or should I wait a little bit longer? 10 minutes? I can see a door over there. You know what's behind every door?
That's almost certainly. Well,
Yeah.
I'm hoping for an arrow slit.
Yeah, no.
It's amazing that they keep putting those arrow slits in the rooms. Like you can see into the room through the arrow slit.
Yeah.
Gotta work that
you know,
out.
you'd never get a moment of privacy Fortunately, there's never any bathrooms.
I'm gonna
It's
cast
true.
darkness on myself, and I'm gonna say Thaddeus for
So-
some doors.
Just before you're about to cast, like, you can see yourself sort of rearing up, and you start doing the somatic vocal components to cast the spell. You hear the voice and sort of inside you goes, "Is it my turn yet?
Soon, I promise it.
You said that last time."
And we are much closer.
And the voice just sort of fades away, and then you cast darkness.
Yep.
I pretend not to hear him, but hear him and move back. Or can I? I guess I should ask, can I hear him?
So how are you like avoiding the party hearing what you're saying?
I'm just sub-vocalizing.
Okay, just like very quietly murmuring to yourself.
Yeah. And occasionally,
this
if they
is-
ever look, I just
Do I
grin.
notice him very quietly murmuring to himself?
Do you want to roll perception?
Yes, do.
You definitely see him just sort of.
Does
maybe
Chakolth
just-
not always quietly murmur? Like, I assumed that he always quietly murmured to
This
himself.
is the first time it's ever really been like a full-blown conversation.
I literally said the words soon,
Right.
and then cast
like,
darkness.
That's not ominous.
And then
Oh yeah.
and then I
I wiped my
before
brow and said, "Oh," and I was worried.
I cast darkness, but I don't allow the darkness to coalesce quite yet. It's hidden.
Oh, this is-
And then I grin with with my filed teeth, and then I pop darkness.
So the scene is we see Dolphidius turning over to Chakolth as Chakolth goes soon, and then this magical darkness just blossoms out from himself, and Dolphidius is like, "What?" He can't see Chakolth anymore, and there's just darts around him as those words echo in your mind.
All right, Kevin,
Yeah, what am I?
go
Am I
open some
scouting?
doors. Yeah, just buffed. Is bless a 10
Um,
minute or a 1 minute? I forget.
That's what I was just. Oh shit! None of my stuff is open anymore. Let's see. Kevin's notes. What Sniven knows. I don't need that. Where's Thaddeus? There he is.
Bless is a
What's that?
Dolphin. Do you have bless as well?
Yes.
Is it a 1 minute or 10? Duration, 60 seconds or 10 minutes?
1 minute.
Okay, perfect.
1 minute. Yeah. So probably not worth casting yet.
No, all right. So you want to go kick some doors in for us, Thaddeus?
Oh yeah, looking forward to it. All right, so yeah, I'll go down to the corner.
Okay.
Have a peek from there.
All right. So you see a long corridor with 3 doors, and a doorway to the east that kind of seems to look into some room.
Door. Or do the room. The room's open. Sure, do the room and then do a door. Either way, find us something to hit.
Good news, companions. There's much to do here.
That is good news.
Okay, so you, as you sort of peer around the corner, you can see there's like an old ruined area.
Okay.
A ruined area?
Full of
Wow.
rocks.
So you can tell that these, this place here, and this place here, just to the north of it, definitely used to be doors, and now they've just been sort of maybe destroyed or aged over time and aren't there anymore.
Okay.
Good news, barbarian. More wares for your table.
I excitedly rush around the corner to about here, and I just go, "Nice."
North or south?
South. Grab the door.
I'll look around the corner rather than go to the door.
Okay.
I make a mental note of where the rocks are.
Sure. Just in case you need to bag them.
Just,
Well,
So
that's
you
a
see
big
another
room.
long corridor with another southern door.
All right, I'm going to move to here. I'm going to say, Thaddeus, do you want to open one of these doors? I will do that before I move. And I'll move to here.
door number 1, door number 2, door number 3.
All right. Let's start with this one.
Door number 1.
Okay. You open the door. 30 seconds. This building was once a dwarven hall for feasting, you can tell from the architecture. Old wooden tables lay scattered and broken throughout the long main room. There are 3 gigantic casks that line the wall behind what was once a beautiful oak bar. Behind the casks are doors for loading and unloading the casks itself. You can see there are 4 knights here clad in a sort of darkened armor, and there are 2 flying creatures with large staves. And as you open the door, one of the guys turns sort of over his shoulder to look towards you. State your business.
They don't immediately attack us? Holy shit. He's talking to you, Thaddeus. I'm not near you. I'm on the other door.
Oh, okay. Good news, friends. We are here to help.
Help with what, dwarf? You can see this guy sort of moves around the tables towards you.
Help with the stinking earth cultists. May... Shite. May they remain buried forever.
What do you know of these earth cultists, dwarf? Why are you their enemy?
They're the enemy of all right-thinking people. We've been hired to assist in their destruction. Come, let's have ale.
What does everyone else do while Thaddeus is saying this?
Prepares
Oh.
for combat.
You walk in. Like that.
I'm going to step through the door and say, come, let's have ale.
All right. What does everyone else do?
I'm going to cast Bless on myself, Chakolth, and Tim.
Okay, so apart from Dolphin, what does everyone else do?
I wait for Bless to interact with me, and then for him to cast Bless. I see him buffing us, and then I'm going to pop my darkness and prepare for combat.
Okay, Steve.
I will Blade Song. And I'm
Clearly
going to...
No faith
As
in my
that
ability
is-
to negotiate.
No. As Thaddeus is halfway through his sentence, as my Blade Song assembles itself, I'm going to haste him, and he's going to start talking twice as fast, just out of nowhere. Like halfway through the sentence.
Is it
suddenly-
like higher
okay.
pitch too? So instead of the regular
Yeah,
Thaddeus low voice, it's
So-
like, yes, let's come have ale. Like, just
So-
come, friends, let's go have ale. That's exactly.
As Thaddeus is stepping through the door, he's like, "Oh yes, the Earth Cult. They're all evil." And then the haste spell hits him, kind of from behind. And then, Kevin, if you could just repeat what you said about having a drink in twice the speed that you said it last.
Come, friends, let's have ale.
And like all the knights sort of quizzically turn their head as to say, "Are you okay?" And the guy sort of leading, like he's right next to you, he sort of turns to you and says, "Dwarf, what has happened to your voice?"
I desperately need ale.
And then we all roll initiative.
I
As
hate you
one of the
all.
winged
Set a
creatures,
dangerous
you
precedent.
hear a shrieking, high-pitched voice go, "He is under the effects of magic. They are the adventurers. Kill them all in the name."
He doesn't even like ale.
Right.
What?
Okay, so we have...
It didn't show my initiative roll, right? No, okay, good.
Just click on your guy.
No,
And then-
no. I just wanted to make sure it didn't show. Cool.
That is the best initiative roll I've had since we started playing, I think.
Since you let go of that Sentinel shield, yeah.
Oh yeah, right. That was a good deal.
What are these knights? Can you describe these knights a little bit? They're wearing dark armor, you said, and is that a shield on their right arm? Yeah,
And you
cool.
see-
That's cool.
So they got like this big sort of obsidian black shield, and then like a strange sort of fur that comes over their shoulder, and they have this kind of yellowish blackened armor.
Those guys are super cool. I want their armor when we're done.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
So no fireballs then.
Well,
You didn't say that.
Well. Right, so let's just see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so top of the round is Tim.
So who's the one that said
This guy
they're
here
using magic?
at the back.
He says they're using magic?
Yep.
Great.
So what do you want to do, Steve? You hear this scream from inside the room as you cast haste on Thaddeus, and you begin.
And I never communicated this to my party members or anything, but while in town and traveling over the last day, Tim and Tinderstrike have sort of struck up a relationship. It's been sort of getting into his mind a little bit. He's a big fan of it. I'm gonna pull out my new dagger.
you're tuned
Pull out my
to
new dagger and
the dagger.
take another couple of attacks at this guy.
Okay, did I write that down?
So he's now attuned to the dagger. Is that right? Is that what you're telling me?
Yep.
Okay. The one that
We
you
talked
identified as.
about what that meant, but
Okay.
Let's find out.
Tinder strike.
Tinder
you
Strike makes
didn't
its
tell me
wielder impatient and rash. While attuned to the weapon, you gain the following flaw. I act without thinking and take risks without weighing the consequences. I am Tim.
Oh, that's it?
there you go.
No, but that's just... I think last time Steve and I had the joke that that's basically what Tim's character does anyway.
Oh, yeah, no, that's.
So, yeah, that's kind of how you have to act as you're attuned to this dagger, but it's kind of representative of your character anyway. All right, so you move in to attack with the guy to your left there. Both hit. Tim comes whirling in, so that's what, 17 and 13, is that right?
Yep. 30 damage.
30.
Okay. Chakolth. You see Tim moving in at a blur of speed.
Okay, so I'm going to pop darkness. What do we say? 15 for that, right? So I will open the door. Oh, I can't. I can't open the door and remove the amulet, can I? Okay, that's fine. I will just remove the amulet. Move to here. And I will fire upon the same one that Tim just attacked.
Okay.
4. Can they see in this
Have you
or
got
not?
darkness out?
Yep. Can they see in this or not?
They can't.
I can't see your darkness either.
Then that's a setting that Adam has to mess out because I did pull it out. Okay, so somehow I missed with the second one, I assume. 12 misses.
12's miss, yep.
Okay. Then this hits for 7. And I will back up just a little bit more to there. Okay.
Okay. Can you see the darkness now, everyone?
Yep.
Okay,
Thank you.
so Chakolth steps forward, and this cloud of darkness encroaches upon Thaddeus and Tim, and a bolt of Eldritch energy flies forward, hits this guy in the chest, and he falls down dead upon the floor.
Okay.
The guy to his north takes his turn, and he moves, rushing towards Thaddeus to take a swing. Or, oh, wait. Okay.
Wow, those guys have high initiative.
So he's gonna roll. Oh wait, why is it not right? So one thing we discussed just out of the show, wasn't it, to make it for public? So let's try that again. That come up. So we got a 13 and a 10, and a 13. So he misses. The guy in the north room sort of flaps his wings and sort of moves towards you guys here.
The problem with making it public is we can see their +4, and I don't want to know that. We can talk about that after, I guess.
Sure. Okay. He's going to cast a spell. Tim, you can see this is an evocation spell.
Do I know what level it is? Play Arcana it.
Sure, you can roll it.
It's presumably not enough to know.
You're not sure.
Well, bring it on.
Okay, so he's going to cast Thunderwave at level 3. Wait, isn't that the one that's comes from... Oh, wait, I'm thinking of Shatter, aren't I? Hang on. Yeah, no, hang on. Forget that. He won't do that. He will cast instead... No, in fact, he's just going to fly over and attack Thaddeus.
How high is the room that he's in?
The room, 10 feet.
Okay, so when he's flying, he's more like hovering.
You might hovering, yeah.
Okay.
So he's going to take an unarmed strike at Kevin.
All right.
Okay, and then the other guy's turn. He will move forward, and then he will cast Thunderwave instead. So if we can have Tim and Thaddeus make a strength saving throw.
Holy shit, that last guy rolled so badly for damage.
Oh,
It's
no,
a
wait,
strength
sorry.
saving throw.
No, wait, I'm reading the wrong spell. Never mind. Let's try that. At level 3. So you make a
Con save for
con
half
save.
damage.
Yep. That should be 3d8. So I'll roll one more with d8.
No, it did it already.
Did it?
Yeah, see how it just splits it up? It does 5 and 8 as 2. That's because it's a higher level cast. They're
Oh,
out-
okay, yeah. So it's
they're
13.
Yeah.
So con save. Oh shit! I'm rolling at
Maybe.
advantage.
So I'm
11.
taking 6.
So you guys both take 6. And then it's Kevin's turn.
All right. So what you said is I can click on me, click on that, hit -6, and it'll do it. Fancy as hell. Look at there.
Yeah, you can just deduct it from your token. Yeah.
All right.
Has the knights have moved? All of them?
No, they rolled really low.
There's still 2 low ones.
2 of them rolled quite low.
Okay.
The 9 and 4.
Got it.
So would I think I believe the flapping guys are the dangerous ones.
All right.
Um,
Did you want to... You passed your save, right? Yeah, okay. Never mind.
yep.
I thought didn't your shield mastery give you something when you pass a save? Don't you take nothing as opposed to full? As opposed to half?
That's what I thought, except it's apparently only on
Single
dex
target.
save, best as I can tell. On a dex save,
Yes.
if it's single target, I get a bonus to my dex save. If it's an AOE
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
on a dex save,
Nice.
I get a
Okay.
bonus.
So not for the con. Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
but not for this.
Yeah.
I don't think it actually helps me at all in this.
Okay.
What I was trying to do is decide whether to cast. You've blessed us already. Is
Yeah.
that true?
I blessed everybody but Thaddeus. I blessed everybody but you.
Because you were in the room.
You were. I could only. Yeah, I wasn't in the room.
Yep.
I could. Well, one. We can only target 3 people, unless I upcast it.
I see.
And I didn't have vision of you, so you know,
I see.
it's not personal.
Yeah, of course not. So I guess I'll just hit the guy directly to my west. He's the one I think that announced we were using magic.
Sure.
So he's the one that freaks me out the most, I think, or seems most powerful anyway.
You get 3 attacks.
3 attacks. So that's 1. And 2. That doesn't hit, I suppose.
So 15 to hit.
All right. So the 26 did hit. The 10 did not, and the 19 does hit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 19 total points.
Okay. And the Dolphidius?
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna move. Just it's still inside the darkness. I should be able to cast my spiritual weapon and target
Technically,
the
you
same
can't
target.
see the space where you're casting it. I don't know if it requires sight. Does it require?
It doesn't require. I don't believe it requires sight.
Okay.
So.
If that's the case, then you can put it wherever you want.
Yep.
So let's see. Let me get you a token.
Can you create the token? Yep. I'll double check the ability too, but. Yeah, it doesn't require. It just has to be within range of the
Yeah, nice.
weapon.
Okay. You should be able to move that.
Okay, cool. So I'll move it. Strike just a bit south, the same target,
Sure.
and I'll roll.
Kevin, you see this blade materialize out of magical essences you've seen before.
Oh, sorry, that shouldn't be an advantage.
13 is a miss. That's fine.
okay.
So is that just a bonus?
That was the bonus action. Can I cast cantrip with my regular action?
Each can. If you can see.
Yeah. As long as
okay.
you can see.
Toll the Dead
That's,
doesn't require.
Told that
so I'll do
does
Toll.
require sight. Firebolt does not. We had this conversation a couple weeks ago, and I looked it up for you to make sure, and it told that absolutely requires sight.
Toll the Dead says a target you choose must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw. It doesn't
need
say
to-
anything about sight.
It's because that's your copy
You have to
paste
go
of
to
it.
see
You need
it.
to go look at Xanathar's guide and actually look up the raw spell. It's a target you can see for Toll the Dead.
Yeah,
Firebolt
Okay.
you can do from
When
there.
it's a choose, it's usually if you can see it to choose it.
Before you move on,
Well, that's true of spiritual weapon. If it means choose,
No.
it's going to stop you from.
Spiritual weapons text is in there, so you can look up. Okay, so the issue here.
Oh, no, I'm not. I won't argue. I'm just saying, I'm just making sure with what Adam just said. Yeah.
What's up, Kevin?
Before we move on, does his bless spell affect the attack of his spiritual weapon?
No.
No, because he didn't choose it as a target.
Yeah, but he's the one wielding it?
Nope. He doesn't wield
No.
it.
Okay.
No, it's a separate entity.
Okay.
So the blade can be blessed.
You have Firebolt though, right, Dolphin? That doesn't
Yeah,
require
yeah.
sight.
I'll cast Firebolt, sure.
Okay. And you get your bless on that. At least I don't think it does. Firebolt doesn't say a target you can see, right? I think
Well, we
it's
can
just,
look at that.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we got 22 on the guy in the middle that everyone's hitting. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. You hit him.
Okay.
The firebolt flings out of the darkness, slams into one of the wings of this hovering creature. And then, do you want to move if you want?
No, I'm fine. Right
Or
here.
did you already move? Okay, cool. Right, so this guy.
A
So
flammable
5,
object?
10, 15, 20, 30. So he
Oh,
moves
okay.
to here. Come here, you bugger. Come here. Come on. There we go. He moves down there. This guy moves to the corner just there, and we'll take 3 attacks on Thaddeus. And then it's Tim's turn.
I will attack. Sorry, we're putting damage on this guy right here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just make 2 attacks against him.
Okay. Ooh. Yeah, they hit.
Yeah, those modifiers. Your modifiers are better than their modifiers, I think. Look at that.
Damn. So the first one just kills them. So you spin forward in your blade song and drive the dagger and this explosion
okay.
of fire hitting the first target. Do you
I
want to
can move through and
hit?
attack the next guy up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so that's
So I'll
going to
move
hit
to the
as
tile
well.
he was on.
And that's going to do 16 to the second as you sort of twirl and the dagger comes down. And then Chakolth.
Adam, I don't think either of us remember to do this. What happened when I killed the first knight with my patron, with my celestial being on board? Like that was the energy that I killed for it. Did it?
So you fired the bolts to hit it. Was that your intent?
Yeah.
Okay, are you internalizing your thought or saying something to the being?
I told you soon,
As
and
you
I
did.
meant it, and then I'll say that to it.
Okay. Doesn't work. Gotta kill it with the blade. Gotta kill it with the shield. Give me your power or take their power.
What with the shield?
You want to throw me?
Yes, I want to throw you.
Okay, your turn.
How do I throw you?
You can make a ranged attack.
I
Or...
fucking patron. All right, patron. We're gonna explain how warlocks work to you. I'm gonna do this in a little bit. Eldritch Blast is gonna be a central part of warlocks. I'll let you know, patron, how that works in a moment. So I guess
Just drive me into its corpse.
Good enough. All right. I'll do that. Okay, sure. I can't wait till the party sees that. All right. I'm gonna come into the room with darkness to move back here. So I guess it's probably from there. It's 5, 10,
So
15.
from everyone's perspective, Chakolth comes just as you're used to, running in. Darkness encompasses all of your existence. You can't see anything.
I'm going to attack the bird over there first.
Sure.
Can it see in darkness?
Nope.
Okay. So, Jesus, these low rolls. Sure.
13.
I'll just roll a 1 and a 3. Yep.
Okay.
12. 5 and 7 is 12, Adam.
Roll. Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
I
gets
will
one back.
I will kind of in the middle of my darkness kind of swoop down and push the shield into the corpse of the knight who's right there.
Okay. Oh, yes! You see this magical, strange surge of, like, essence flow from the body into the shield, and around the edge of the shield is a strange dotted border beginning to form.
Right. And then I will move my last 15 to there.
Okay.
So, isn't this a celestial?
This guy takes 3 attacks on Kevin. Did that roll 3? No, it didn't. There we go. Okay. And then this guy is going to do... Let's see, what can he do? Bum, 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 bum.
Swing ineffectually with his longsword.
He's going to cast on the wave again. At level 3. So Kevin and Tim make a con save.
Why is this spell so bad? That's a level 3 spell.
It's a level 2 upcast.
They've rolled pretty awfully. All right,
Did
so
DC 11 con save?
yeah, you
So
both
I
fail.
We
What?
both. Oh,
You both-
Kevin fails it. I pass it with his aura. I don't have his
Okay,
aura
so
involved in
Best
my save.
take 5. Kevin takes 10 lightning damage. And then Kevin, it's your turn.
Does it like paralyze you if you fail to save or something?
It's a one shot for sure.
See.
No, remember how the spires
So
then...
you'll push 10 feet away.
Okay.
If you fail.
Kevin is?
So Kevin is
Right
pushed
up.
10 feet outwards, out the door. Although I guess he's actually pushed into the
Into
corner.
the corner?
Yeah.
And it's your go, Kevin.
Oh man, that failed save cost you 5 points of health and 5 points of movement.
Yeah. All right.
Is he
You
prone
shall
or anything?
not. What?
Does it prone him?
Would you quit helping?
Have you been using your bonus actions, Kevin? You can prone things with your bonus action now.
No, I can't.
It's Shield Mastery.
You took shield mastery.
Yeah, but that doesn't let me prone them. It lets me just
You got to read that.
bump them 5 feet.
Nope. Oh, you can shove, but shove is not just a movement thing. You can shove to knock down. You can prone people with that.
Oh, it doesn't say so.
It's something within 5 feet you can shove it, and one of the things you can do with shove is knock them over so that they are
Yep.
prone.
Shove is not just push back. There's 2 options with shove. You can use shove
Yeah,
to
the
move
5
them,
feet
or
is
you can
within.
use.
It's not the.
Yeah, you can.
So you can do that first, right? And
If
then
you ever
can have
say
it
that
land
you're
on
attacking,
your
Kevin,
future
you
attack.
can use a bonus action to smash someone down to the floor.
Yep.
So you
Right,
get,
I
at the
thought I could.
moment, you're going to get 3 attacks with haste, and if you want to, you can bonk someone with your shield and potentially push them on the floor.
And give any of the rest of us advantage on follow-up attacks.
And him,
I didn't.
he can
I didn't-
start with.
Yeah, I didn't understand.
It's okay,
that
you literally just got it. It makes sense.
I could prone them with it. I thought I could just move them,
Yes, you need to.
like he moved me.
When it's not your
It's like an
turn,
opposed check, right?
when it's not your turn, look up shove as an action in the player's handbook, and you'll see why. Because you have 2. Basically, shove can do 2 things. You can either move them or you can prone them with it.
Yeah.
And prone gives you. It actually doesn't help you, Dolphin. It helps everybody else, though, not me really either. Because anyone who is within 5 foot of them has advantage. Anyone not within 5 foot of a prone target has.
Okay. Got it.
You move him. Kevin?
All right. So
You want to whack him?
If I use shield bash on this flying thing,
Don't think you can prone a flyer.
all right.
Well, this one's not technically flying. It's like hovering, like you said.
Okay.
Well, or perched on this table.
Kind of just like, yeah, it's not like a flying. It's not like a griffin. It's like a hovering, whatever.
All right. Do you think you can prone
Alright.
that? Sure.
So,
You could try.
I don't have much experience with this shield. I think I'll just switch over to the guy north of me and bash him instead.
Okay. So you're gonna try to prone him. That's a contested athletics.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yep.
Hey, that's kind of fun.
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh.
I think he has a problem.
Okay.
How is your athletics 2?
That's not. That's added.
Oh no, that's his athletics. Oh,
This is the guy to the north.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. So you begin the encounter by whacking him with a shield so hard he falls over.
I might be able to ruin some of Kevin's fun. Let me just real quick double check. Does it spread around?
Darkness.
Yeah.
You think it's not gonna- you
It
can
does
make a
spread
special-
around corners, annoyingly.
Yeah.
So Kevin,
Can't
do
have advantage.
hold on just a second. Kevin, do us a favor. You just proned him. That's fine. Can you move in such a way as to can he stand on him or pass through him when he's prone? Does he still control his space while he's prone?
No, he doesn't control his space, so he can walk through him if he wants.
Yeah, walk through him, Kevin, so you're out of my darkness, so you get your advantage. Otherwise, you don't get advantage because he's prone now.
The way I saw that is I'm at the edge of your darkness and can see him.
No, you're still in it.
Yeah.
If he goes around corners like Chakolth says,
Yeah.
Filthy says, then you're still in the darkness.
So just run.
Okay.
Just run straight north.
When I zoomed in, it looked like I was on the edge of it enough so that my head was out.
Peeking out of the darkness.
Just go there.
That's what I thought. All right, so that's. I'll go there. And then I hit him 3 times.
Yeah, add advantage
At advantage.
because
That's
it's prone.
Does he get... No, he doesn't get auto crits, does he?
No.
That's for paralyze.
Yeah.
that's pretty amazing.
Bam! 26. Bam! 22. And a crit.
Okay. Is he alive after the first 2?
Let's see. 10. 18. Still going. 17. So
Oh,
he-
good grief.
35
Oh, wow.
damage.
So you literally did exactly his health pool.
Nice.
So this guy, you whack him with his shield, he falls over, and you just jump across him, turn around, slam him 3 times in the head, maybe the chest, maybe 2 times in the chest, and then the last crit is on his head, and he just completely splats. There's blood everywhere, all over everyone's shoes.
God, I hope everyone was watching their Skype when that happened. That just totally made my day. You see Kevin's grin? He's so pleased with that. That's so perfect.
Dolphidius, there's a speck of blood comes through the door.
Yeah. I can't actually see anything going on inside of the room aside
Right.
from, I guess, a
like
general
a big
understanding of
ball
where
of
folks
darkness.
might be.
And some blood just spurting out of the darkness past you.
So I stick one of my hand, most of myself is out of the darkness, but I stick one of my hands into the darkness, and I throw my spiritual weapon with my bonus action, and I hit I don't know what the name of the creature is again. What is it called?
The fucking bird thing.
The flying guy.
Flying guy. I strike flying guy with my
What the hell is this thing that people are drawing?
spiritual
That's
weapon.
that's the actual radius. Thaddeus wasn't
Is that it?
actually in the radius.
Oh, you
15
mean...
feet.
Oh, okay.
I looked it up.
Is that a hit?
Extra
At
radius of
19's
what?
a hit, yep.
Oh.
The spell.
Yep.
Okay, so 11 force, nice.
And then I will, hearing the dagger hit, I'll be pleased with myself, and with a general understanding what the target is, I'll cast another firebolt at it.
Okay.
Let's see. Oof.
Miss. Okay, so it's this guy's turn. If you want to move. You want to move?
No, on my turn.
So he goes 5, 10,
Well, as he steps away from me, I get an attack, right?
20,
Absolutely.
25. See if you hit him.
There's no way he's getting that far. There's absolutely no
Okay,
way.
so you hit him and he loses movement, right?
His movement drops to 0, yeah.
Do some damage to him too.
And he takes 11.
And he turns around and hits you 3 times. Does 21 hit you?
Mm,
No, it does not.
Does he like take his own head off with one?
like
a row.
Turns to run and like Thaddeus hits him in the back and he like turns around wildly. The first swing is pretty good and the second two are just like, get this dwarf off me! Help!
He probably shouldn't be playing with swords.
The guy kind of reaches around the corner to strike Dolphidius.
Okay.
21.
So
Yes, you
can I additionally attack him?
1 reaction per round.
Well, one's an opportunity attack, right? And
No,
one's a
there's-
reaction?
Nope, they're both reactions because to use an opportunity attack takes your reaction.
I think at 21 hits you. Does it open?
Yes,
Yeah.
21
Is
hits.
that him here for 7?
7.
Okay.
Tim?
One other question, please. My Relentless Avenger says that after when I hit a creature with an opportunity attack, I can move up to half my speed and not provoke
this?
opportunity attacks.
Yep, you could definitely do that then.
That's new. I like it. You can do that. So you get to move 15? Or
So
10?
I can move to the other side of him like that
Yep,
and cut off his retreat.
sure.
Okay, so Tim takes 1 strike, 2 strikes with the guidance, is that?
Yeah, with
Okay.
bless.
Bless, sorry. Yeah, so 13 plus 18. Okay, so you how do you want to kill this creature?
With like explosions of fire.
Okay. So you come diving over the table, you strike it in the left wing, there's an explosion of fire, you strike it in the right wing,
Exactly.
another
Yes.
explosion of fire.
I want
The
both
wings
of its
seem to
arms
rip off
to
of it.
come off. Yes.
And
One
it just
dagger.
falls down.
One dagger here. One dagger here.
Right.
It's
Do you want to move?
perfect.
In my mind, I also hear a mandolin solo going off.
All right, I will move to.
No, wait. You want to move? Tim?
Yeah, you just did.
So, the being is going to try and take control of Chakolth.
Okay.
Can you make a DC 16 Wisdom save?
I can roll at that. I don't think I can make that.
It's going to cast Can I Try?
I definitely hit a Wisdom 16 save.
So you feel like the voice inside you just goes, Can I try? It's my turn, right?
Not
And
how
you're
that
like-
works.
No. And you just carry on.
And I say to it, we need to start negotiating some boundaries. And
You hear it like just go, ah.
yes, that's secretly what I've been wanting my entire life as a child that rides along inside me and sometimes takes control. It's exactly
I'm not
what
a
I wanted.
child. I'm just weak. I told you.
Yeah, that was Filthy speaking, not Chakolth, but good. So I'll move in there and I will shoot this one close to us with Eldritch Blasts. And
Wow.
I'll
Holy
do that. It's a better roll, so 30.
Thaddeus, the body of this knight literally falls onto you from the massive force of the Eldritch Blasts, and it like ends up just like over your shield, like there's like partially covering you.
So that's the guy just south of me, or the one
The guy
that's in the
directly
doorway?
south of you just
Yeah.
falls onto you dead.
Oh,
Then-
I thought you shot the
Limp.
guy in the doorway.
No. And then I'll move to here and I will dip the shield in 2 more corpses.
It seems like a good idea.
Yeah, I
based
think
on
I
what's
get to-
happened so far.
I think I get the DC up if I work at it.
So the border begins to like fill out. There's now like a bold line going all the way around, and the center seems to be sort of glowing slightly as you do the third
And
one.
I communicate with it, I'm happy to feed you regularly, but this has got to be a partnership, not you just trying to take control.
You can hear it just sort of go, ah, yes, we'll talk about this.
Okay.
As if it's like sort of basking in the energy that you're giving it.
Yep, I'm done.
All right, Kevin?
Do I know there's still one up?
Yeah,
Yep.
you took
You
count
were-
of the amount of things in the room.
Yeah, but things dying in the dark.
You should have
is-
taken Keen Mind. We would have known right now. You know.
This is still the same darkness I've been using since the beginning of the campaign, Kevin. You're still aware of where they are. You can attack them. You know they're there.
All right. It's weird to me. All right.
Yep, it's definitely not how darkness would work in real life for people who couldn't see through it, for sure.
Great. All right.
Like the way I see it is that people like Chakolth are saying, "There's still one up." You know, he's over there, or the little bits of in
that's
character.
handy.
chatter
That makes me
sort
feel
of-
better. That makes
Yeah.
me feel better.
It's not like it's just silence in the battle.
I say
as
you
Chakolth
you
wanders.
literally hear him crying like a little girl for how quickly we wrecked all of his friends, and he's still there. He's like, "Please don't hurt me!" And that's just like you
Yeah,
hear the
exactly,
crunching of your
exactly.
mace into his head or your
The
hammer.
guard might just be like, "Oh, it's so dark in here, guys! Target the caster, take him out." Whatever it might be.
Okay, so I'm going to shield bash him again.
Okay. Do you remember you?
So we make a athletics?
Athletics and try to prone him.
Okay, you can't get advantage because you're in my aura.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. He fails. So
Um,
he goes down. Do you still get advantage even, or do you get disadvantage in darkness with this?
It's awkward when I
Oh.
talk, isn't it? No, he doesn't get anything because he can't get double advantage, or rather,
That's fine.
yeah. So he just gets normals.
Oh, because they're both in the dark, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's down.
How about that non-lethal damage? What do you think about that right now?
You talking to
Oh,
Moradin's killing machine about non-lethal damage? I don't know.
that's a great idea. After this round, we should talk about it.
Bam! Brilliant. Excellent. Okay. All of those hit. 10, 21,
32.
32.
Is he still up? Have we touched this one yet?
Very close.
So Thaddeus comes barreling in, slams the shield into this guy. Very similar to before, where he just goes bam, 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 and like whack-a-moles this guy, and he's just a paste on the floor.
All right.
I'll come up.
Okay, well, we need to cut the part here. I think this is it for today's session. So thank you very much for watching, guys. And we'll see you next week. See you soon.